Right. I want to be sure we were recording. Yeah, so we said we knew what the service provider was. Agreed?
Yeah.
Okay. And then we said an expert group, well, you know which CSO fits into that like a glove. Can you tell them?
On me?
Can you tell them which CSO fits into that category, expert group?
The watchdog?
No, the expert.
Oh, the expert.
GGR.
Could be an expert, but it's not yet operational. That is because
Don't study, Michael.
members or the board members would be, the executive members will be graduates of sustainable community development practice.
Ta-da.
So
Exactly.
that makes it an expert. Or
And they're bringing unique knowledge, not so?
yes, they're bringing unique knowledge that has not yet been formalized in Grenada's yet. So, cool. Yeah.
So any disagreement? Is Michael on?
Agreed.
So the last time you said Grenada Gun Rifle Association, and I'm still trying to figure out the relation. What unique knowledge, what experience, what policies are they shaping?
How many times have you fired a gun?
Never.
There you go.
So
once you join and you learn and you practice and things, so they're the experts, they're the ones. So that is
okay.
easy.
Yeah, no, I get you. All right.
Yeah. Anybody else?
I'm okay.
Let's take another look at the people who are on. Michael isn't on. Kevin is on. Kevin is on, sorry. Okay. All right. So we have the expert grouping. That one is fairly straightforward, that's all. People.
I'm seeing okay.
Okay, great. What about capacity builder? Other type of CSO?
New could fall under that as well.
Alter as well.
We spoke about a group recently with that gentleman, the tall gentleman. I forgot his last name. I suppose his group would fall under that.
Which tall gentleman? The one from Trinidad?
Oh no, not that one. The other one is taller than the one from Trinidad. He's always in those NGO stuff. His name is just not coming to mind.
He represents an NGO in Grenada, or CSO in Grenada?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
What's about Grand Case?
What does Grand Case do?
Oh yeah, Grand Case could come under capacity building. That's right.
What is
They
Grand?
do another training.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And how are they constituted? Is that a genuine CSO?
Oh, well, maybe that I'm not sure of, but they do training.
Yeah, they are genuine CSO.
Thanks, Karen. Karen, you know that gentleman I'm talking about? Dark, tall, strapped man.
I didn't hear when you were talking. I not too long joining, that's why.
No, I was saying there's a gentleman who is normally in most of the CSO's things. He's there. Tall, dark.
Mr. Buckmeyer?
Buckmeyer, that's right. What's the main NGO that he's with? You know the name?
I can't even remember the name, but I know he and his wife has a really good NGO.
Yeah, I just can't remember.
Okay. So we have, Karen, what we've done, we've gone down the list thus far from on the screen there.
Yeah, I read the whole thing already.
Yeah, right. But we just trying to go through them. Want to go through them and see if we agree on the examples. Bearing in mind that one CSO could have, could fall into more than one of those categories.
Okay.
There's also the NGO that deals nature conservative, maybe Naja, or no, not this Naja, another Naja, I think is a name. They deal with mangrove and so on. That's the same group that Buckmeyer is in. I know they do a lot of training
Okay.
or capacity building. Yeah.
Okay, cool. What about the incubator CSO now?
What does Grenada National Trust does?
Well, first we have to figure out whether it's a CSO or not in the true sense of it. In the sense of our class here. Is it? Or is it constituted?
Well, it falls on the Employers Federation.
Sorry? Someone was explaining?
No, I was asking if Grenada National Trust wouldn't fall under incubator CSOs. I don't know exactly what they do, but I know they're a CSO / NGO. But I don't know what exactly they do. But I remember from the last time you gave example of Venture Trust in Trinidad and you was explaining what they do. So I know they do the same thing here. Venture Trust. So I'm asking.
They're organized independent of government.
That's what I'm saying. They are a CSO.
Okay.
But I just don't know what they do. So if anybody else have any information on them, they can share.
Anyone else? Because I don't know what they do. They even know where to
I don't know. I'm sorry.
Karen?
No, I'm not. I'm not aware of those.
Michael and Kevin, where did they disappear to? Richardson, you know where it is? Or who they are? Richardson.
No, Mr. Maxime, I'm here.
Okay. I'm seeing you here, but I'm seeing that you're here, but I mean. So we haven't cleared up that mystery yet. So nausea, we're gonna have to leave that one pending because.
Yeah. Say again?
So we're gonna have to leave that one pending because I don't know enough about that organization to make a.
Okay, sure.
They fall under this category. But as I said, I knew about the Venture Trust in Trinidad as an example of an incubator. What about a representative CSO? Giving power to the voice of the marginalized and underrepresented. So any group dealing with a
NCD, National Council of the
disabled, right? Yeah.
Yeah, I was just going to say that one.
Differently.
Then there's one for the deaf also.
Hearing impaired.
Yeah.
Remember, even the nomenclature is different, is important, eh? Remember we said we weren't going to be using, people tend not to use handicapped again and all that, you know. It's differently abled and
Special people.
yeah, well that too is very broad. I mean,
Really? I like the word special.
yeah. I've been called special before.
Okay.
For all of the wrong reasons.
Okay. Okay, it's funny. Oh, I'm sorry. The ambulance just passed with some people fully geared up, you know. Oh, I'm sorry. The driver is just fully geared up.
COVID related.
Yeah, I think the case that was from St. Andrews, they went to check the people who were in contact with that special person.
Oh,
Yeah, so they feel fully geared up going back to St. George's.
wow.
I'm sorry to bring that in the meeting. I just had to watch the
No,
ambulance.
this has to be. When we were in first class that started talking about this
I believe so.
in advance of, you know, all the other
Yes, I believe so.
talking about development and people and not talk about safety.
Hmm. You know, one of the person who was diagnosed with it left the country. They allowed her to leave.
Okay.
Hmm.
So the thing is that, you know, we have to be concerned about anything that has to do with health and safety. If you're talking about sustainable development, sustainable community development practice, I think that is off limits for us. Agreed?
Okay. Agreed.
Cool. Yeah, so now that we've had a representative type organization, what about citizenship champion? Relevant for Grenada.
What would citizen action for free and fair election fall under?
That sounds like it could qualify. We'd have to see how their constitution and things are arranged.
Okay.
Who are the people behind it? How transparent it is. But most of the human rights type CSOs will fall under that.
Okay.
I remember I keep telling you that how broadly I interpret the term human rights. You know, brings in my the rights of people with different social societal and sexual orientation too. So I'll keep an eye out for that. And that the solidarity supporter would fall in that same kind of group as well. Remember when we were talking about people who are interested in causes that don't seem to have anything to do with them?
Yeah.
Their
Like,
universal values. So even though I may not be a member of that category of people that are being discriminated against, I still feel a need to speak on their behalf. Or at least to be, you know, a solidarity supporter. So when you think of it, the two words are self-explanatory. Solidarity means I'm standing with you. Supporter means I'm supporting you. So a solidarity supporter will be promoting fundamental and universal values or rights.
Can I ask a question?
Please.
Political parties,
Mm-hmm.
aren't they considered to be CSOs?
Yes.
What type of CSOs would you consider them to be?
They can have a number of roles. Capacity builders, ones that educate people, citizenship champions.
Right. I was looking at citizenship. That's why I asked that. I was thinking about them for citizenship.
Yeah. A lot of them claim to be representative, especially who are labor bias. No, no, very serious. There are a number of political parties that came out of the labor, labor movement, and they have the labor in the name. I mean, the DLP. Hold 1 second here.
Not hearing. Everything is muffled.
You hear me?
Yeah, we're hearing you. I'm hearing you.
Okay.
I'm hearing.
Okay, just give me 1 second. Yes. I'm back. Are you hearing me?
Yes, I'm hearing.
Loud and clear.
All right. Yeah. So to take up on the question about the political parties. Yeah, as parties, they're CSOs. I mean, and as I said, they'll fall into those categories that we just mentioned: capacity builder, citizenship champion, and again, depending on the base out of a particular movement, labor movement, and so some parties have a representative type function in terms that is known as the party of of a particular kind of people, and that doesn't have anything to do necessarily with race, but I mean sometimes we call it the geographic location. They represent a particular indigenous. Like, I mean, those of you who are, I mean, I know a couple of you like Belize. Those of you who are familiar with Belize and how Belize is structured, you know that if you go down to like Toledo, and so that's primarily Garifuna country. And
Yeah, I understand Billy's system. I know it well.
right, and the land down there in Toledo can only be owned by Garifuna.
Yeah.
If you have a party coming out of that area, clearly they're going to be representative in terms of, they're going to be looking at their interests. If you go to certain regions in Guyana and so.
Guyana, I was just gonna mention Guyana because the Amerindians, everybody have their own section based on the district they're from.
Exactly. So internally they will have their own political system in terms of the Toshao and so, but in terms of overall government of Guyana, there will be parties that will have a strong base in the Amerindian community.
Very much so.
Representative. So. Yep. And I know that discussion came up one day in class when somebody was asking me about the indigenous people in Grenada. Right?
Mm-hmm.
I was saying that very clear, in Jamaica, in Trinidad, and in Belize especially, in Suriname, that you can have, specific groups referred to as indigenous people. I mean, in Suriname, we would have done projects that would look specifically at the people in Brokopondo and so, which is crudely referred to as the Bush Negro section, but I mean, it is for Afro-Surinamese, as opposed to
cool
with a Javanese and Chinese background, so. Yeah, so I think that the answer to that would be yes. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So we got over solidarity supporter. Now, this definer of standard is one that I particularly like because what? I think I know that one. Kenya, especially. So you look at Kenya, but you're the person holding all the documentation for this group. What type of CSO will fall under the definer of standards category? What's soon to be established? CSO, sorry. Hello.
Pardon me, what's the question?
What's your question?
What In terms of definer of standards as a CSO type, what CSO do you guys know of that would fall under that category? Whether the CSO has been launched or not? Wow.
I can't think of any. I'm just thinking Bureau of Standards, but I know it's not a CSO.
Our CSO will fall under that standard, under that definer of standards.
Caddy fall under that?
Characteristic of it. Sorry?
Caddy.
CARDI.
Hmm.
CARDI is an institution out of the CARICOM Secretariat, which is under a certain amount of governmental control.
Oh.
But the CSO that we are trying to organize is one of those that would fall under that.
Yeah, and I thought you guys would have picked that up. I mean,
But I just said that, or maybe my mic was off.
after I waited for what seemed like 20 minutes.
Yeah, I was just listening, but I know because our mission is to find standards and to create standards for all the CSOs across the country.
That's why I picked on Kenya and I asked Kenya, I mean, what do you think about that? Since you have all the documentation there for the mission and all that.
Yes, I was going to say, but I decided not to say it again because it already was listed for the experts and the
Well, right. So that clearly tells me Kenya wasn't
and so forth. So I was like, okay,
saying that
let me say something else, and I couldn't think of anything.
but you agree that one CSO could fall under different categories, right?
Yes, I do agree.
Okay. So I didn't want to say because it didn't qualify. All right. So let's just quickly go on before we literally run out of free time. We'll take a look at some others. Karen, are you prepared to continue hosting the meeting? Hello.
You're asking who is continuing to, who are you asking? Are you asking all of us or are you asking one of us?
I was asking Karen since he said he had it automatically fell to him yesterday. Kenya, do you want to?
Let me set up my computer because I'm using my phone and it's technically a little bit difficult to run it from my phone.
Kenya, you're on your computer?
Let me go and check it up. I have Zoom on my computer. Let me open it up quick.
Okay, all right, cool. Or if not, you know what? Karen, join as a new host and send us the link. And then you could tape that session.
Say again?
Start a new meeting.
Yeah, I was trying to do that from my phone the last time, but I can't get the link up.
Do it on your computer, and then I could close off this one, and you could save both recordings.
Okay.
All right. So
Let me try my best.
call us back. You call us and give us the info.
All right.
Okay, guys, you heard that? We're going to use another free account for the remaining time.
Okay.
Okay, Mr. Maxime, you can actually, with Zoom, you can actually set up another meeting and continue on your same account, you don't have to be somebody else's. It happened because I know it happened before.
I know, but the thing is, I want to be, since I'm recording it, the difficulty would be the recording would stop on it. It can't load up and host at the same time. You understand what I'm saying?
I understand.
Once I finish loading up, I could probably try again, but that is what I'm trying to avoid.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. All righty. Yeah. So I was going to tell you one more thing on the screen. we'll just take a look at the last part of the screen, which I'm going to share with you just now. You guys seen this?
Yes.
Okay, right. So we are saying that in the future, we're expecting civil society to play these 5 roles, or at least do these 5 things. I especially like that part about do more with less. Because, you know, there's no guarantee that these CSOs are going to be funded into perpetuity, into the future. So you have to learn to do more with less. What do I mean by that? Do more with less resources. And that doesn't only mean cash, but I mean less people who are willing to volunteer. Yeah. But they are still going to have to do a lot more with less resources.
Just being frugal.
Yeah. They're going to have to access local knowledge, expertise and insight to reach the last mile, providing connections, understanding our potential consumer bases. I mean, making sure that you get all the people who you want to volunteer, even those who say they want to be consultants, make sure you have them as stakeholders. And you can grab onto those resources for as long as you can. And then, of course, to form effective coalitions to progressively shape development objectives. Yeah? So that's what I wanted to start talking about this afternoon. Once you get on with Karen, we will continue because as you realize, WhatsApp is giving us a good run for our money today. All right? So let me just close the meeting here, do the recording by the time Karen was set up. All right? So you guys will meet
Yeah.
WhatsApp in the next minute or two.
Okay.
You know?
Okay.
All right.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay, no problem.